Imagine a city rising from the heart of a lake, its towering temples glistening in the sun, its bustling markets filled with the sounds of trade and laughter. This was Tenochtitlan, the jewel of the Aztec Empire, a civilization that dominated ancient Mesoamerica. But how did this mighty empire rise to power? And what led to its dramatic fall? Today, we unravel the story of the Aztec Empire, a tale of ambition, glory, and tragedy. From humble beginnings to a vast empire, and from its golden age to its sudden collapse, the Aztec story is one of the most fascinating chapters in human history. Let's journey back in time to uncover the rise and fall of this legendary civilization. The story of the Aztecs begins in the 13th century in the marshy lands of the Valley of Mexico. They were a nomadic tribe, known as the Mexica, searching for a place to call home. According to legend, their god Huitzilopochtli had promised them a sign, an eagle perched on a cactus, devouring a snake. And then, in 1325, they found it. On a small island in Lake Texcoco, they saw the eagle, the cactus, and the snake. This was the sign they had been waiting for. Here they built their city, Tenochtitlan, which would one day become the heart of an empire. Over the next century, the Aztecs transformed their humble island into a thriving city. They built canals, temples, and floating gardens called chinampas, which allowed them to grow crops on the lake. But their rise to power didn't stop there. Through a combination of military prowess, strategic alliances, and ruthless ambition, the Aztecs expanded their influence. They formed the Triple Alliance with the city-states of Texcoco and Tlacopan, creating a powerful coalition that dominated the region. The Aztecs were fierce warriors, and their empire grew through conquest. Conquered cities were forced to pay tribute, gold, feathers, jade, and even human captives for sacrifice. The Aztecs believed that the gods required blood to keep the world in balance, and their rituals were both awe-inspiring and terrifying. By the early 16th century, Tenochtitlan was one of the largest and most magnificent cities in the world. With a population of over 200,000, it rivaled the great cities of Europe. The city was a marvel of engineering, with aqueducts, causeways, and a grand temple complex at its center. The Aztecs were not just warriors, they were also artists, astronomers, and engineers. Their calendar system was incredibly precise, and their art and architecture reflected their deep connection to the gods. But this golden age would not last. In 1519, everything changed. Spanish conquistadors, led by Hernán Cortés, arrived on the shores of Mexico. At first, the Aztec Emperor Montezuma II believed Cortés to be the god Quetzalcoatl, returning as prophesied. He welcomed the Spaniards with gifts and open arms. But this was a fatal mistake. Cortés and his men were not gods. They were conquerors, driven by greed and ambition. They formed alliances with the Aztecs' enemies, including the Tlaxcalans, and began their march toward Tenochtitlan. In 1521, after a brutal siege, Tenochtitlan fell. The Spanish, aided by their allies and devastating diseases like smallpox, which the Aztecs had no immunity to, brought the empire to its knees. The once great city was reduced to rubble, its temples destroyed, and its people enslaved. The fall of the Aztec Empire was not just the end of a civilization, it was the end of a way of life. The Aztecs' gods, their culture, and their achievements were swept away, replaced by Spanish rule and Christianity. Though the Aztec Empire fell, its legacy lives on. Today, the descendants of the Aztecs continue to honor their ancestors through art, language, and traditions. The ruins of Tenochtitlan lie beneath modern Mexico City, a reminder of the empire's greatness. The story of the Aztecs is a reminder of the fragility of power and the resilience of culture. It's a tale of ambition, innovation, and tragedy, one that continues to captivate us centuries later. So, what do you think? Was the rise and fall of the Aztec Empire a story of destiny, or could things have turned out differently? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more deep dives into the rise and fall of great civilizations. Until next time, stay curious, and remember, the echoes of the past are never truly silent.